You're listening to Pitch Talks, bringing you the game.
Hello and welcome to the Pitch Talks YouTube channel. Pitch Talks is a sports career podcast dedicated to helping you in your career into sport. Our channel will list all of our podcast episodes and even some of the best bits. So make sure you subscribe and leave your feedback so we know what questions you want to know in our upcoming episodes.
Social sustainability side of things. These were all intentions of sports stakeholders to progress with. What COVID has done is accelerated that. I don't think it's necessarily changed people's minds. I don't think it's necessarily changed people's decisions, but if you want to look at digital transformation as another one, what may have taken 10, 20 years has happened in the space of 6 months. So I wouldn't necessarily say it has changed things, or it certainly hasn't made things easier. When you guys speak to them, it has not been an easy 6 months for anybody. But in terms of going back to social sustainability, Black Lives Matter, that accelerated people's approach to that. You have a look at what happened with the Washington football team, obviously formerly the Washington Redskins. Now, was that potentially going to happen over the next 20 years? Probably, because it was going to get caught at some point. It was going to be a drive around it. But what Black Lives Matter did is it did force their hand, because people are engaging with so much more digital content, and therefore engaging with that digital content with their own voice. You have a look at what Marcus Rashford has done in the last 2-3 days, not just over the summer with the school meals project, but I think it was one of the fastest to reach 1 million petition votes to get into the comments than any other thing. And would that have happened if we weren't in COVID, if people weren't engaging so much with digital? Maybe, but maybe in 10 years' time when that transition had happened. So I think it's also provided people with an opportunity to be able to put things through that maybe that were going to take a bit more time. SportsPro is an example. We had been intending to do a digital series next year, which we called the Insider Series. Well, we launched that in April this year instead. And I think, don't get me wrong, everybody and their uncle is hosting a webinar these days. But the purpose for us to do that was, okay, what are the headaches that the industry have got right now? So the first couple of sessions we did on that was gaming and esports, because the industry was saying, okay, we need to figure out, we were looking at esports, we were looking at gaming, but we need to do this right now. And so, our position in the industry, we are not experts in gaming and esports, but what we have is we have a great network and we have the credibility to be able to bring these people in. So we bring in Christian Vogt, who heads up esports for FIFA. We bring in Call of Duty and Gfinity and I can't remember the guys who produce the games now. But we bring these guys in to say, okay, from a gaming and esports side, what have you guys been doing for years that sport needs to be replicating now immediately? And from a sports side, somebody like Christian, what have FIFA been doing to be able to engage the world with the biggest game in the world? And how can that translate to other people? So yes, I think there's been opportunities, not just within sustainability, but what we class in sportswear as that sports plus peripheral integration. Gaming, esports, music, entertainment, these are all merging, and more so. That means that everybody in the sports industry is trying to become a brand. Most rights holders are trying to become a brand. Broadcasters are trying to become a brand, as well as the obvious sponsors and brands who have been traditionally considered to be so for a while.
Welcome to Pitch Talks, bringing you the game, a brand new podcast series in which we hear compelling and experiential stories from individuals in diverse roles, with one common objective: the delivery of sporting action to us, the fans. Bringing you the game.